"81 degrees on the dot here in the newsroom, here at the Sagersville Independent Offices and Your News Today studios in downtown Sagersville. A beautiful, albeit brutally breezy day today. The 80s, a lot of sunshine and winds in excess of 40 miles per hour at times. And I haven't been home to see what I have that's been blown off or about, but I'm sure there is indeed something. And traveling today, when here in Johnson County, driving a high-profile vehicle proved to be a bit of a challenge, to say the least. With that said, the chance of severe weather for the viewing area specifically has lessened just a bit. I'll have an updated forecast for you from your Licking Valley RACC 7-day in just a few moments. But the winds are going to stick around, but the storms associated with this cold front may not be really affecting the immediate viewing area. Again, an update in just a few moments. It might even change between now and then. Headlines tonight include another major meth arrest, pounds of meth and other drugs, including a significant amount of heroin seized in the viewing area, as well as an active shooter training, an exercise that was conducted by the Johnson County Sheriff's Department as of late, who encourages anyone in Johnson County or not to call for this training should you like to have that experience and understanding of that type of a situation should it occur. Sadly, the times we live in. And a host of other headlines tonight, including a McGoffin County home that was completely destroyed by fire late last night. Just getting this information right now, but I'll have some for you before I leave. With that said, let's check in. Let's check in at the state's capital real quickly and take a look at a couple of things. The General Assembly session winding down. That means a lot of activity, of course, going on. Just today, the governor signed another dozen or so recently passed pieces of legislation. Just a couple to mention. One, Senate Bill 91, which would give vehicle dealers in Kentucky the option of delivering a vehicle that was purchased online to a person's home or place of work. Senate Bill 189 would allow fire departments, which merge several departments into one, to, after they do so, still keep the individual shares that they would have qualified for grants and the like, still as one, but still being able to receive what they would have individually. Senate Joint Resolution 72 directs the Cabinet for Health and Family Services to apply for a Medicaid waiver to provide supported housing for individuals with severe mental illness. Currently, 53% of adults under state guardianship are diagnosed with severe mental illness and would potentially benefit from services like staffed residencies, group homes, family care homes, personal care homes, and more. So today is a significant day going to the state legislature. Anything that our leaders pass after today, will be subject to a veto from the governor, one they cannot override after today, which means that the governor's veto would stand. A couple of things that have happened since I saw you last in the waning moments of the session. Republicans combined a couple of different items, House Bill 3 and Senate Bill 321, which will collectively and essentially end abortion across the Commonwealth. Senate Bill 321 has a portion of it which bans abortions after a 15-week term, and there are a host of other things that also go along with that. House Bill 3, known as the Humanity and Health Care Act, will also make it illegal for anyone to receive abortion pills by mail. It will also strengthen laws impacting parental consent for minors who are trying to get an abortion. It will also, if you will, increase the bar for which a court can grant judicial bypass for a minor who is trying to get an abortion. It also will require the state to publish the names and addresses of all doctors who perform abortions to a public database. Democrats, many of which protested by leaving without even a vote. One, Senator Karen Berg of Louisville, saying, quote, in one of her statements, "You're going to regulate a safe medical procedure out of existence because you don't believe in it. Leave us alone. Leave your religion and your morality out of my health care decisions." She and a number of other Democrats walked out of the chambers not giving a vote, and protesters had to be removed from the floor just as the vote was being taken. About time in this one, if you ask me. A bill significantly raising the minimum sentence people have to serve for trafficking fentanyl if they're convicted, or carfentanil or any derivative thereof, has passed the General Assembly. 30 yes, 3 days. It's House Bill 215. It will up the time that a person has to serve of their sentence. They will now, instead of having to serve at least 50% of whatever sentence they would have gotten for trafficking any of those drugs, have to serve at least 85%, similar to federal guidelines. Fentanyl is killing people. It was detected in three-fourths of the state's recorded fatal drug overdoses in 2020. It's being mixed with everything from heroin, manufacturing pills out of it. It's even showing up in other drugs such as marijuana and cocaine. With that said, a house fire, turning to local news, was reported late last night to the District 3 Fire Department. I have the following image and a few details to share about a McGoffin County woman who lost essentially everything, nearly everything she owned last night, as she stepped out of the shower to find a house full of smoke. According to run sheets from the District 3 Fire Department and a telephone interview just a few moments ago with Chief Tanner Stevens, they received the word last night from 911 about 1:45 about a structure fire on Gun Creek near the mouth of Fletcher Hollow. It was there that they responded and found a woman who had just barely made it out of her home. According to records, she was in the shower, stepped out of the bathroom a few moments later to a house filled with smoke, and was literally able to only get out with some clothing on her back, keys to her car, and her cell phone, which I believe was actually dropped and destroyed on her way trying to make it out safely. The District 3 Fire Department arrived at the residence of Donna Bailey a short time later. They were able to get a lawnmower and some other miscellaneous items out of the garage, but that was it. The home was completely engulfed in flames upon their arrival, and they had only a matter of a few seconds to try to help save some of her personal belongings. I also understand that Bailey was treated for minor smoke inhalation at the scene and refused medical treatment. The fire is believed to have started due to some sort of electrical malfunction or nature. Another meth arrest in the viewing area. Pounds of methamphetamine, a stolen car, heroin, and more discovered in Lawrence County, and a former Louisa woman remains jailed for it. I'll be right back. Now available at Independent Signs and Graphics. Custom laser cut Kentucky bourbon barrel heads in unused, fresh, white oak, or from authentic Kentucky bourbon barrels with that used patina and slight aroma of Kentucky bourbon. And we do custom leather patched hats and wall hangings. Need a business logo? We can do that too. And we do banners, plastic, aluminum, decorative, hanging signs, vehicle graphics, and wraps. And we will meet or beat any area price on any campaign sign and material. 4x8s, yard signs, bumper stickers, flyers, whatever you need. And the quality of our workmanship, materials, and artwork are always top shelf at Independent Signs and Graphics here at the Sayersville Independent, 349-2915.
Hello, I'm Danny Adams, former teacher and basketball coach at McGoffin County High School. I would like to discuss some considerations for the upcoming sheriff's election in McGoffin County. It is very important that we elect a highly trained, experienced, and trustworthy public servant, a dependable person that cares about the people of McGoffin County and will carry out the law in a firm and fair manner, a person you can call on and he will come to you. These are just a few of the reasons why I'm asking my fellow Republicans in McGoffin County to join me in voting for and electing my son, Neil Adams, for the sheriff in the May primary.
Whether the new year brings you new dreams or you're working towards the same ones, let Salyersville National Bank help you build, bank, or save for them. Salyersville National has been helping dreams come true since 1902. Give them a call at the main location, 349-3131, or the branch, 6121.
My name is Tony Allen, and I'm a candidate for McGoffin County Clerk. Just as my family and I have served you at our restaurant, the Farmhouse Diner, we will be there to serve you in the clerk's office. You will be greeted with a smile. The office will be organized, neat, inviting, and we will do all we can to help everyone, regardless of your party, last name, or how you vote. We will be open during lunch, and we will have a long evening each week for folks who get in late. We will be open every other Saturday and have a plan to better serve the elderly in our community. I'm fighting to win this election and the trust of McGoffin County. I will not let you down, nor will I forget that the people chose me to be their clerk. Vote number 1 on the ballot, Big Tony Allen for McGoffin County Clerk.
Not everything has changed over the years. Frazier's Prater Drugstore is still your most trusted pharmacy, where you can get your prescription brought to you curbside or make your way to the counter for a snack, lunch, or an incredibly sweet treat. And check out Strings and Things inside the shack, the Radio Shack, musical instruments, guns, ammo, electronics, and more. It's as wonderfully unique of a shopping experience as is the selection at Frazier's Prater Drugstore in downtown Salyersville.
Hello, I'm William Bill Meade, and I'm a Republican candidate for McGoffin County Sheriff. Like you, I'm concerned about the effects that drugs are having on our loved ones. With over 33 years of law enforcement experience and training, I know how to combat this problem. I will run a financially responsible office and be accountable for your tax dollars. After looking at the sheriff's budget, I know that I can provide this county with a much-needed 24-hour patrol. I'm William Bill Meade, and I'm number 4 on the Republican ballot, but I'm number 1 for McGoffin County.
SSI and disability cases are harder to win these days. You need all the help you can get. If the government has turned you down, I will not. Many factors are considered when a claim is being processed, like your age, education, physical, and mental disabling conditions. When it comes time to winning your disability case, you should not face a federal judge alone. You need an attorney who is experienced, determined, hardworking, knowledgeable, and dedicated to helping you win benefits that you deserve. If you need help with your SSI or disability case, call me, Donald Wayne McFarland, and let me go to work for you.
Earlier today, Shelley Collins, 33 of Louisville, but formerly of the Louisa area, was arrested by authorities in Lawrence County after she was seen behind the wheel of a vehicle that was suspected and then later confirmed to have been stolen sometime about a month ago in the area. Arrest citations indicate that Officer Kirk saw the suspected stolen vehicle, recognized it, made a traffic stop, and then confirmed it to be the vehicle in question, while behind the wheel was a Shelley Ann Collins, 33, most recently with a Louisville address, but known to have recently been from the Louisa area. The vehicle stolen sometime about a month ago. I do not have any details on who or where or anything of that nature about the actual theft of the car, but after searching the vehicle and questioning Collins, the officer was able to find a significant amount of drugs, 3 pounds of crystal methamphetamine, an ounce of heroin, as well as 4 ounces of marijuana, scales and baggies, and other items of paraphernalia used in resale of all the drugs. She was charged with receiving stolen property over $10,000 for the vehicle, and then trafficking in the first for meth, trafficking in the first for heroin, trafficking in marijuana, being a persistent felony offender in the first degree due to 2 prior felonies on her record, and possession of drug paraphernalia. She's still jailed in the Big Sandy at this hour. A reminder, if you are traveling the Mountain Parkway or maybe have a child headed home from school for a few days from spring break on the Mountain Parkway as I speak, I'm so happy. You'll want to let them know that traffic delays, as I told you last night on the Mountain Parkway, are going to be possible over the course of the next 2 weeks, mainly between 7:30 in the morning and 5 in the afternoon. So not so much right now at this time of day, but nevertheless, they're moving equipment and material across the Mountain Parkway for the expansion project between mile markers 65 and 66, and in doing so, they're going to have to stop traffic periodically throughout the day for the next several days. So keep that in mind. I do have an active shooter training exercise that took place in Johnson County in just a few seconds. Right now, though, I have a couple of birthdays, and that sounds like a lot of fun. So let's go there. Brought to you on tonight's McGoffin Farm Bureau Community Calendar. Yes, indeedy. Miss Arbadella, my friend, happy birthday to you. 83 today, Arbadella Reed. And from everyone at the Cow Creek Church of God who I would like to join in this wish, happy birthday to you, Arbadella. Happy birthday to you. And a now 14-year-old, oh my gosh, 14, Holly Kate Mead, celebrating her birthday today with a lot of love from Mom and Dad, Will, Granny, Paul, Margie, Uncle Neil, Uncle Bobby, Aunt Glenda, family and friends. They all love you bunches. Happy 14th birthday to you. And remember, the Magoffin County Head Start program, as I go to a couple of reminders, still taking applications for next school year. This is probably the last time I'm going to remind you, at least for now. But if your child's going to be 3 on or by August the 1st, call them 349-3488 or stop by the office. Bids and Beans, a 3-church event that I've been telling you about, will take place at the head of Coon Creek Church this Saturday at noon. That's right, they're going to have an auction, they're going to have a wonderful soup bean dinner, and of course, a fundraiser that they hope you'll join all 3 of them for. And the Bloomington Fire Department having their big vendor sale, soup bean dinner with live music and prizes at Sayersville City Park this Saturday. That one starts at 10 in the morning, and then the Middle Fork Fire Department has theirs set not for this Saturday, which is April the 2nd. Again, that's just crazy. But next Saturday, the 9th, that will be at the fire department starting at 3 o'clock. So there you go. A lot to see and do. And a lot of wonderful folks to support and their causes here. With that said, when you have a calendar announcement or a birthday or a special anniversary that you want to pass along, this is where you do it, right? Been doing it for 23 years and then some now. Is that right? My goodness. And regardless, as always, it's free. All you have to do is send me the information, and I'll pass it along to everyone else. I think from there we do have only one other announcement tonight, and that comes via a reminder from the Magoffin County Funeral Home of Services to be held in the morning at 11 for Flora Cole. Flora Faye Harmon Cole, 72 of Sagersville. She passed away Saturday, survived by her son Danny, daughters Magdalene Berry, Lona Burkhart, Bonnie Bailey, and Rebecca Perkins. 3 grandchildren she raises her own, Anthony Cole and Brian O'Neill Cole and Kayla Lynn Cole, and her brothers, Estel Harmon and Kit Harmon, and sisters Barbara Faust, Oma Puckett, Sue Gibson, Deborah Gibson, and 8 grandchildren. She's preceded in death by her husband, A.G. Cole, and services again start in the morning at 11 from the Bethlehem to Calvary Apostolic Church.
If you've been waiting on the new Samsung Galaxy S22 device, then the team at Appalachian Wireless has some good news for you. Appalachian Wireless is launching all Samsung S22 models on sale. Every S22 model will be $150 off normal contract pricing. Or take $100 off and we'll pay the taxes on the Appalachian Advantage. Visit one of our retail or dealer locations and on the web, because we don't want you to miss this fantastic deal. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
At Golden Law Office, our attorneys previously represented the nation's largest insurance and trucking companies, handling cases involving serious personal injury and death. We know their strategies, how they will defend the case, and what factors drive large settlements. The attorneys at Golden Law Office can use this inside knowledge to ensure your case is handled effectively and aggressively. Hiring Golden Law Office provides you with a strategic advantage. Call Golden Law Office today.
I'm Kelly Collins from Golden Law Office. I began my legal career in Lexington, representing some of the nation's largest insurance companies. This experience provided me with the inside knowledge as to how the insurance company will prepare to defend your case. I'm now taking that knowledge and returning to my hometown in Eastern Kentucky to help those hurt through no fault of their own. If you or a family member have been injured in an auto or truck accident, call Golden Law Office today.
It is never too early for spring to spring at the seasonal shop, and it has. With new ladies' fashions in and arriving daily from all the fashion houses you've come to love, like Royce, Mud Pie, Charlie Page, Simply Southern, they have a new line of spring tees from Ivory Ella, and amazing scents in soaps, body lotions, and home fragrance diffusers by Michael Design Works, with something for every room in the house. Plus new home decor, and as always, so much more. At the seasonal shop, in downtown Sayersville. Parkway Pharmacy, as always, promises the quickest service with the very best care and prices, and to always have someone there to talk to when you have a question. With 3 pharmacists, curbside, drive-through, and call-ahead service. Parkway Pharmacy in Sayersville, 349-4400.
Where you can always talk to a pharmacist when you need one.
Hello, McGoffin County. I'm Eddie Jenkins, Republican candidate for Magistrate, District 2. First, I want to personally thank all of you for your help last election. Since that time, you have not left my mind. Now, I humbly ask for your support once again, and with your help and the strength and progress we've made these last few years with endorsements and such, we can go the distance. It's my continued dream to serve you, the voters of District 2, as your magistrate. Help me help our community this May. Vote Eddie Jenkins, number 3 on the ballot.
Offering the service to anyone in Johnson County or elsewhere. The Johnson County Sheriff's Department says that they have officers who have been trained and are accredited in teaching those what they need to know should they ever, sadly, experience an active shooter situation at their church, business, or elsewhere.
A few weeks ago, for the second or third time, the Southeast Beauty Academy has contacted us to conduct a active shooter training for them. Their students are always in attendance. They are very eager to experience the situation, and it's very enlightening for them. We even had discussions with them after the training. Would you do something different? Do you see where you might be able to change something to better increase the survival rate if this did happen to occur at your facility? Most of the time, they have some form of a reaction. They communicate with us as to what they think they could do different, what they should have done a little different, but hindsight is always much better viewed. They now have a little forewarning. They have an insight as to what to expect, and I think it's a blessing for them to realize that this can happen to any location in our area. We pray that it doesn't, but realistically, we have to be prepared as much as possible.
Sheriff Saylor says his department has prepared themselves to conduct active shooter situations or exercises by having Deputy Tim Clark trained himself at Texas A&M. And he has brought that knowledge and accreditation, if you will, back to Johnson County, where they have now for a number of times gone to many places throughout the community, like this location where they go back when they have a new set of students, so that everyone can feel safe in their environment, something that we all used to take for granted, but something that we just can't anymore.
Yes, we're available. We try to schedule with the requesting party to meet their convenience as well as ours. Deputy Tim Clark, he has been trained through Texas A&M to provide this service. He's very fluent in providing this service. He does a good job with this. Everyone is always pleased. He's been contacted by agencies or businesses even outside of the county, and he will go and try to provide the service for them as well. Safety is always our main concern, and if we can give someone some insight as to what might possibly happen, it's a blessing for them as well as it's a service to our community.
And Sheriff Saylor says that you do not have to live in Johnson County again to request that service through their office. They're glad to do it for anyone who can call, and they can work into your schedule, even more importantly than theirs. All right, I got to work on the weather forecast. I know I started a few minutes late. My apologies. Just hard to get it all together sometimes, right on time. So here's what we're looking at. Absolutely nothing in the eastern Kentucky area right now, but you can see the cold front is approaching, and with it a line that we hope will not give us any severe weather later on. And right now that's what the National Weather Service is calling. Damaging wind gusts, the main threat, and a slight risk for severe thunderstorms tonight, 10 to 2 a.m., mainly across the Cumberland Valley. An 80% chance of showers tonight, and thunderstorms are possible, but right now we look to be on the lesser end of that happening. that doesn't mean take your eye off the weather. You never take your eye off the weather. 57 degrees tonight. Winds out of the south anywhere up to 40 miles per hour still throughout the evening. And they're not going away tomorrow either. Partly sunny skies for your Thursday. A 40% chance of showers, mainly between 10 and 2 in the morning. We'll see temperatures around 57 tonight, and then we'll see around 65 by 11 a.m. in the morning, and then they'll fall down to around 58 for the rest of your day tomorrow, bottoming out at 38 tomorrow night, and winds still out of the southwest up to 28, 30 miles per hour. Shower chances will barely linger into your Friday to the tune of like 10% by 6 in the morning, but there's the colder air behind. 51 and 29 for your Friday. Partly sunny, westerly winds still up to 20, 22 miles per hour. Saturday, a high of 60 and a low of 40 for the first half of your weekend. But look, mostly sunny and dry during the day. Now, there is a 30% chance of rain late Saturday night that does not look to have any sort of an effect on your Saturday plans. So mostly sunny, calm winds, 60 degrees for your Saturday, and a slight chance of some rain late. Then Sunday, kind of the same thing. We hit 60 again, and mostly sunny and dry. No rain in the end of your Sunday, I'm glad to report, as we'll fall down to about 35 for nighttime lows. But then it's back to Monday to shower chances to the tune of about 20%, as well as Tuesday hitting right around 68 degrees. Wednesday, I think, will be right around 73 degrees. And with that warming trend, we'll see a chance of showers pretty much across the board. And that's it for this evening, but I hope to see you back here tomorrow for another edition of Your News Today. Enjoy the rest of your night, and as always, thank you.